I spent my 18th birthday in a young offenders institution and felt a little bit embarrassed that at that age I was probably a lot further behind than a lot of the people that I'd grown up with through school and stuff.
Passive learning was not something that really worked with me, and I was like the classroom joker for most of my childhood years. When you're young and you ain't really got no education, you end up hanging around with the wrong crowds, and the crowds there was a lot of drug dealing.
I was homeless and I was looking for alternative means of making money. I got shot when I was 17. Yeah, it just made me realise that wasn't a life for me no more. I just needed to sort of do something positive and get out of that situation I was in.
I think my wake-up call was when I got kicked out of school. I didn't have any GCSEs. I never actually thought that I could actually become anything. And then I found a job working with elderly people. Being able to work with elderly people made me realise a lot of things. One of my ideas too, my project, is getting young people to serve the elderly people so they can learn like I did.
Second Chance is a rubbish removal company. We recycle waste and upcycle furniture. These are items that we've come across that we've deemed reusable, I guess, or that we'll keep, we'll restore and then find a new home. We're providing a low cost option to some of the high street retailers for low income families predominantly. So single mums, people moving from a hostel into a flat, people on low incomes especially.
Alright guys, so this is the shop where the magic happens. This t-shirt is one of our main best sellers because it speaks about our importance to share an awareness about environmental changes as well. And the reason for that is I just wanted to educate a lot of the youngsters about things that they don't know. It's amazing how a lot of the participants can come into the shop and learn a lot of valuable skills in retail, and it builds a lot of communication skills. So that's why I think this is a really important area for Climate Brothers.
Okay, so we're here in my little kitchen, and this is where all of my baking takes place. I've been baking since I was a child. I just used to enjoy doing it, so I'd always bake cakes. When I was in secondary school, I did food technology as one of my GCSEs because I enjoyed cooking and baking.
I was into tattoos and stuff like that. I ended up getting an apprenticeship from the mental health services when I was younger. And I've done that, I stayed there for like 9 months. I've got my little certificate. And then from there, I've kind of been set up on my own, just doing my own thing. Once I got my tattoo apprenticeship going on, it was all right then, do you know what I mean? Like I sort of had an avenue to go down.
We aim to be in like most of the schools in North London. We also just want to use juicing as a starting step to get children from less advantaged backgrounds getting to try different fruits and different ways of consuming fruit and veg.
When I was on my way home from work, as I would every day, I picked up the Evening Standard and was just sort of flicking through it. And I actually didn't notice the front page at first because it's usually just the headline and the small paragraphs. I usually skip straight past that. In all honesty, I usually only read the sports section. But the Frontline programme popped up and it kind of felt like an opportunity to, I guess, have some sort of positive impact on that whole situation.
I wasn't even going to do it. I didn't have no faith in myself to even get on the course, to be honest. But my auntie just told me give it a go and try, sort of thing. So I come in, I tried, and it went through. Like something went my way for once. Yeah, so that was all right.
I thought, what are the chances really of me putting across my idea of what I want to do, and they're like, yeah, we want to pick you, we're going to run with this and support you.
Having personal first-hand experience with SSE, I was really excited by what the kind of opportunity it would be to have these sort of young people actually have their ideas realised.
As a direct result of of not just getting the funding, but even not going to the course at the SSE, it's allowed me to get the van to start off with. It's also helped me make sure that I've got all of my paperwork in order, so things like licensing, insurance.
I really respect what the SSE done for me, because they were really the first people to believe in me, and that's huge to someone that's young and trying to be successful.
At first I was trying to even change the way I spoke, because I thought I'd talk a bit too street for this sort of place, you know what I mean? But like, they've even told me it's just better to be yourself, and that they like me for who I am rather than who I can pretend to be.
I was never actually able to sort of be honest with the new people I was interacting with in the working world about my past. I always concealed it. It felt like I was almost holding like a dark secret, if I'm honest. And then when the Frontline London programme was advertised and stuff, it kind of made me feel like, actually, instead of this being some sort of dark secret from my past that I'm kind of hiding away from potential employers and people like that, it can actually be used in a positive way instead. William's a friend of mine who I've grown up with. He's volunteering with me, so he's doing it out of the kindness of his own heart.
There's currently no pay. I might get a cup of coffee out of him in an early morning if I'm lucky, but that's about all we're doing it for right now, other than the obviously expansion of the business. With the name of the company, Second Chances, I definitely think that is a nice touch. Obviously with the second chance for the furniture, but if you look a bit deeper into it, it's a second chance for Liam, obviously, as Liam's done, and hopefully we want to do in the future with future employees, is give them that second chance to get into the legitimate side of things.
If I didn't get onto the programme, we wouldn't exist.
With each session, you can see that they've progressed just that little bit further, and it's not necessarily in the material aspect. Sometimes it's just in the way of thinking, sometimes it's just in the way that they present their idea, sometimes it's just in the way that they talk about the contacts they've made.
I've got different support that I've never felt like I've had in my life, really, like, and it's nice to have. Like, if I've got a little idea, I can run it past them and see what they think, and I see the proper channels of going through things rather than just running headless blind and that, do you know what I mean? So yeah, like, it's nice to be part of something now.
I think the biggest change I've had is I've become more organised, so I keep all my receipts, I pay all my bills on time. Like, I've just become better with money management and keeping on top of all my bills.
Challenges have matured. So the challenges have gone from the very basics of like, who do I need to contact, to how do I raise funding, or how do I keep this sustainable? And that's quite amazing to see.
My main challenge and focus at the moment is finding a base. I need a kitchen. If I'm going to be training young people, I'm going to need a base, a training kitchen, even if it's somewhere that I can rent.
Pop by, you know what I'm saying?
You in that one?
Yeah, literally in there.
Doing well though, man.
Yeah.
Fair play to you for having a go.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Well, man.
Definite, man. Definite, man.
Where's that?
No, he's sleeping, bro. He should be up. He's going to be doing later, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Mate, this is immense, man. It's literally, a lot of the people know me from my past, and when you've got a shop in Camden and you're doing things and you're seeing the same people, they really see improvement in you as a person. So it means a lot to me to have a shop in Camden, man. It means words couldn't describe how blessed I am.
I got a bit of help towards my tattoo apprenticeship. That helped me come out of my situation that I was in, so it'd be nice if now I'm out of that situation to be able to maybe make a change for someone else, you know what I mean, and push it down the line a little bit.
It's almost like every limit had been taken off, like my eyes were open to, like, if you've got a business idea, you can make it happen, and it's about just knowing what services and support you can access, how you want to set your business up, what finances you might need.
If you have an idea, go for it. Don't think because you don't have the means to make it successful that it can't happen. There's loads of grants and loans out there, there's loads of support, advice.
From everything that I've seen, they're 100% deserve every single success. They 100% have earned their place in making society better, and the sky's the limit. Like, I can see it and I believe in them, and if they can see it and they can believe in themselves, then wow, there's nothing that they can't achieve.